Hi friends, my name is Luann and I am a homeschool mom of 2, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about my top 10 must-haves over the last 2.5 weeks of homeschooling my kids. These might not be something that everyone needs, but it might be. And a lot of these are things that you probably wouldn't expect, and none of them are curriculum. So just sit back with your favorite cup of coffee and let's just hear me out, and I'll explain why all of these things are super important to my family since we've started. And again, we've only been doing this 2.5 weeks, but I wanted to share with you all of the things that have really helped us. So come on in, make yourself comfortable, and let's chat. So my first thing that I think is super, super important, and it's not necessarily this particular one, but a schedule for your kids. Schedule for you isn't super important, and it's not a timed schedule. As you can see, there is not one time. It says morning, afternoon, evening. That's not, morning is sometime between 3 in the morning and 11:59. So it is not, it doesn't matter what time these are done at. It just matters that they're done. So we haven't moved everything, and this is my youngest. This isn't my oldest. I just grabbed one off the wall. We use this printable from Arrows and Applesauce. We absolutely love her. She is amazing. She does amazing printables. I laminated it, and it basically just has what they need to do every day. So get dressed. Eat breakfast, brush your teeth, say a prayer, have some quiet time. That's for my youngest. We're Adolin, then it would be do your homework, things like that. Then in the afternoon, eat lunch, have a little bit of screen time, go outside, pick up your toys, have some family time, then eat dinner, clear your dishes, put on your pajamas, brush your teeth, vitamins, potty. This keeps our day going. My kids know what they need to do because they can go over and glance at this, and if they haven't moved everything down and they haven't done everything on the list, they cannot tell me they're bored. That is my rule. You cannot say, Mom, I'm bored, until you have accomplished every item on that time. So in morning, until you've gotten all of that done, you can't tell me you're bored. Until you've went outside, watched a little bit of TV, picked up your toys, had some family time, eaten lunch, had a snack, everything like that, you can't tell me you're bored. I think we sometimes, like today, we start homeschool at 11 o'clock in the morning. Some days we start at 8 o'clock in the morning, sometimes 9. We start whenever, but these things are what has to be done in our day. So that is my number one most important thing, is your kids knowing their expectations of what needs to be done, a daily routine and responsibilities, but knowing that those responsibilities might not start at 7 a.m. So that is my number one thing. My next thing I always have in the center of our table is this little cool mason jar. Isn't this such a cool jar? I found this in my dad's basement. My grandma used to do canning, and this was something that was in the basement. So what these are is I was caught being good coins. So my kids get these whenever they do something good. They get one of those every time they do something good. Usually it's if Adolin finishes all of her morning work, if she gets ready without complaining, eats her breakfast, takes care of her dishes, brushes her teeth, does all of the things she's supposed to do with a happy heart. She gets these, and then we use these to earn things. We earn things like a nighttime movie. We earn things like pizza night as a family, where we make homemade pizzas and spend a lot of time. A day where we make desserts. We're going to the zoo tomorrow. My kids are paying me in their coins to go to the zoo. Activities. And then at the end of every month, they can see how many they have, and if they want to cash those in for a big prize, something we might go to Target to get, they can. You set how many they get. You also set what something is worth. $15 at Target is worth a lot of coins. So they're working for these, and they are getting these when they do things right, like finish their homework, obey, nice to their sibling, clean things up. I love this. This has made our days so much easier. And I have kids that are very strong-willed, so highly suggest the coin thing. I can do a whole thing on how I do all of that if anyone wants. Next thing I'm gonna say is a top 10 necessity for me is my coffee. This is actually whipped coffee. It's a TikTok thing. I wasn't even on TikTok when this became a thing, but my sister-in-law suggested it to me. So normally it's to make an instant cup of coffee, it's 1 teaspoon of instant coffee to a 8 ounces of water, hot water. Yeah, this is 2 tablespoons to like 6 ounces of milk. So it'll get you moving. So the next thing I will say that for me, this is important, and this might not be for everybody, is my Bible. God tells us what we need to know. Right here, they always say there's no manual for raising our kids. There is, and it's called the Bible. And, you know, I keep this. This sits on our table all day. It goes in I have a little basket that it sits in, so it's very easily accessible. And if we have a question, we go to it. We are in this Bible 5 to 6 times a day, every day, six days a week, Monday through Friday, and then Sundays. And it has all the answers. So this, I think, is a necessity. And without this, I don't think I could be where I am right now with homeschooling. Next thing is, I said this is for us, not necessarily our kids. AirPods. These things are a savior. When my kid is working on something and she doesn't need my help, but I don't want to distract her, but I need to get work done. I need to listen to a voice call from a friend. I need to just listen to a training. I run businesses, so I need to listen to a training. I need to do something, but I don't want to disturb her. I throw one of these in this year. I keep this one out because she sits right here, and I can listen and know that she's okay, and then I can easily pause whatever I'm listening to go back to her if needed. Love my AirPods. They were a gift to me for Mother's Day. My husband bought them for me for Mother's Day. Best gift ever. Next, and you don't have to get the actual brand ones. I just happened to get those because my husband got them for Mother's Day. Oils are the next thing that I absolutely love. So I have a diffuser in every single room in my house. We are oil people. We love them. I think that they're amazing. I think Young Living is really great. I've tried other oils. None of them have compared to what I feel about Young Living. It's a personal preference. Oils are just so good. My favorite oil is Peace and Calming. I put this on my chest every single morning. It is green. Like the oil is green, so just a warning. So absolutely love Peace and Calming. My kids love it. It just keeps me, I noticed, so I'm out. I have to place an order. I had 3 things of this and I've ran out since homeschool started. So I do have to place an order for more, but I definitely suggest that. I noticed that I got a little on edge today and I didn't have that. The next is Genius. It is a kid's sense. I put it in our diffuser in our dining room for when our kids are learning. It smells delicious and I think it works. I don't know if it actually does. And then my last one that I must have, but I have so many oils. If you guys want a whole thing on my favorite oils, I can do that. These are just what I think really help with homeschooling, is Thieves. Thieves seriously kills all germs. It is so amazing. I absolutely love it. My family does not get sick. We go out, we do things, we do not get sick. This is always in our diffusers. I highly suggest it, especially if you go a lot of places. Next thing physical that I can actually show you is my Laminator. I just have the Amazon Laminator. It's just an Amazon Basic. It is 8 by 10. I have a ton of laminated sheets. I laminate everything, guys. Absolutely everything I laminate. Constantly am laminating. The next thing that I think is really important is a good printer. We have a Canon laser printer. It does black and white and color. We absolutely love it. It's super quick and works really great. I suggest getting a good printer. Printing is expensive, and if you can have a good printer, we actually got ours on Marketplace for $140, and it's a $500 printer, so highly suggest it. The next thing is a big library. Have a big library to pick from so you don't get bored. So we have a big library of books that Adolin can read, and we have a big library of books that I can read to Adolin, and then I have a bunch of books I can read to myself. A big library on Audible, a big library so you have books to listen to. Like today, I just had a headache and I didn't want to read aloud, so I have we're reading Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. We're doing the picture version, it's or the illustrated version, and so I turned it on my and she read it to Adolin while she did her homework, and I sat there and listened and helped her, and I didn't have to read because I had a headache. My eyes were bothering me. I need new glasses, and I don't have them yet. So it was a really great opportunity to use that to help me teach my kids. And then just a big library for your kids, because guys, we listen to our kids read, and sometimes it's the same book over and over again. It's boring. So definitely a big library. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then the last thing that I really think is important is friends. Friends that are in the same situation as you, friends that are homeschooling their kids, friends that have kids home all the time, friends or people that you look up to on YouTube or Instagram that you can listen to and know that you're not alone. They don't necessarily have to be your friends. I have a couple YouTubers and Instagram girls that I love watching and that I find inspiration. I feel not alone. Homeschool friends, I have my best friend Andrea and my sister-in-law Sarah, and they have been my cheerleaders through all of this. They are both homeschooling their children, and it has been such a support having girls that I can just text and be like, hey, are you having a hard day today? Because I am. And it's just nice to not be alone. So finding your tribe, finding your people and your friends is definitely something that I think is really, really important. So I hope that my top 10 things help you out and help you kind of come up with things that you would really want to have. These aren't things that you need to homeschool. These are things that will help the mom or the person doing it. And I think they help my kids too, because let's be honest, when we're more calm and when we're happier, our kids are happier. I believe that 110%. When I am happy, my kids are happy. When I'm having a hard day, usually that rubs off on my kids and my kids are having a hard day. So figure out what you need to feel good and also to save your family some money at the end of the day. I don't have to pay to have things printed because I bought a printer. I've saved hundreds of dollars in the amount of things that I've had to print since I bought it. I don't have to bring my stuff to be laminated because I bought a $20 laminator. I don't have to bring it in, and I can do it right in the comfort of my own home. So those are just a few things that I really want to suggest. I will leave the links in the comments, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. And yeah, I think that's it. Be sure to check out my other videos. I have a whole tab that has all of my homeschool videos on it. And then if you like and subscribe to my channel, that would be so wonderful and really supportive as I'm trying to gain a new following. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching, guys.